morning, brothers and sisters in Christ. Let us dive into the Word. In today's Gospel, Jesus once again tells us a parable. The parable of the sower and the seed. A parable that you and I are most probably very familiar with. The parable is about a farmer who went out to sow seeds. And so the seeds scattered in different places on a path, on rocky ground, among the thorns, and of course in good soil. And the condition of the soil in which the seeds fell in determined whether they grew and how lasting and fruitful their growth was. So dear brothers and sisters, what I would like to focus here today is what happens to the seed once it falls on the good soil. The good and rich soil that, as Luke says, yielded a crop 100 times more than it was sown. So dear brothers and sisters, we're going to tap into our science a little bit here today. So when a seed comes into contact with moist soil, it takes up water. And as it takes up more water, it expands and the seed coat then cracks open. And when it cracks open, then comes the shoot and then finally a small root. And so the root is the first to emerge from the seed. And as it grows, it anchors the plant to the ground and begin absorbing water through the root. And so dear brothers and sisters, in other words, for a seed to achieve its greatest expression, it must be cracked open. It must die. Just like in the first reading today, Saint Paul says, what you sow is not brought to life unless it dies. And what you sow is not the body that is to be, but a bare kernel of wheat, perhaps, or of some other kind. And so dear brothers, just coming back to the parable again, when we look at the different surfaces the seed fell on, the seed didn't break on the path or the rocky ground or even the thorny soil. It could only break on the good soil so that it can bear good fruit. And so likewise, dear brothers and sisters, in our own lives, we too might have gone through these different stages of